Okay then, everybody, so far welcome to the stream. Today we do have Division 1 Round 4 Baku, a very good street circuit to watch. It's going to be a very tight one today. Could see a couple crash outs maybe, especially around Castle. It's going to be tough around there, but will anybody be able to do amazing round here and really show off themselves towards us, and will they be able to do anything that sets themselves, as you say, men from the boys, as you would say. Last week's race, quite a big one to say the least, with a few people, or quite a few people crashing out. I think it was maybe 8 or 9 as well. It was a very serious race, but that is Monaco for you. And again, with another tough street circuit again today, it will be good to see who will be able to perform best around this track. Nice to see it very much indeed. The question is though, who will come out and show us it? So far in the order of the standings, we have the top 10 of Faciti Prune in first, Hypnotic Booch in second, Slowest Kingers in third, Nemec Gurk in fourth, performing quite well, Nemec Gurk. Zero 14, TXH Kraken in 5th and 6th, 7th Infinite, 8th Carson Arnold, 9th Tommy Ladd, and 10th V1 Jord. Obviously with quite a few crashed out, it's be good to watch. But who will be taking podiums tonight? So now all we can do now is wait for the race to start. Okay then, into the first qualifying we go. And I've had reports that it's going to be rain in the race, which will make this street circuit a tad bit more fun for us to watch through. Hopefully we see something good come out of tonight. A few people popping out already. Oh, we've got our first crash there. Nambian boy. Gone a bit too wide, I guess. But luckily being quite a good driver and going off into the area where he has to spark up everything. I can't remember the name of it. Do apologise. But very kind of him to let people past him. So we have a leading right now, Carson Arnold on his outlap. He's then followed by the two McLarens, Acerp and THH Kraken, and in the middle of those two it looks to be KR12, a good racer around this track, I've heard. But right now we have Carson Arnold on his hot lap coming down that lovely tight area. That's where your car will give up on you. You have to have full trust in your car that can do it. This is one of those tracks where if you don't believe in your car, it will betray you. We're quite a busy track now. Carson Arnold's going into. Will he have a bit of hold up here maybe? Don't know. Okay, it looks like TXH Kraken and Acerp are both starting their hot laps. Nice to see it. A lot of people out on their main laps now. KR12 also out of the lap. A lot of people on the hot laps as well. It's going to Nemec Gurk also catching up to being caught up by his teammate almost. Carson Arnold coming down there. Very close to the Alfa Romeos. Will he get a bit of hold up or will he get off quite lucky? Only time will tell. We're a bit of a tight area here with the Red Bull. The Red Bull of, I should tell you now. I think it's Ross Wales, I believe. Yep, Ross Wales and Bucko both in a bit of a tight clinch. I see. Both in a bit of a tight area, being held up. Tommy Ladd being held up by both of those two, Cass and Bucko. But Carson Arnold coming round just to finish his hot lap here, we see. Coming in with a 140 almost maybe. 139.4, very impressive to see. Quite nice there. That should be enough to get him into Q2. Unless somebody can do something about it. Finishing up their hot lap now comes Kraken and Acerp. Acerp coming in with, going on that last bit of DRS straight there, along with KR12. With a 142. KR12 coming in with a 141. And Kraken going with a 140. Ross Wales coming also with a 140. Looks next to the AlphaTauri. We had a bit of a yellow flag here. Kraken's just gone a bit wide, that's all. Nothing too much, just Tonner in the AlphaTauri. A lot of people bringing in their times so far, but it looks to be a bit of a problem here, I guess. Looks like Nemec Gurk setting his lap time as well. No, a bit wide there, Bucko. It's going to be very difficult here for Bucko to get a good lap time with all the cars out on track. Very difficult indeed. Some more people setting their times there. Carson Arnold still on top, Nemec Gurk close by though, along with I settings. That looks to be everyone so... Oh, got a bit wide there for Ace-Up, I guess. And it's also either best don't mess. Coming round. Bucko coming to the end of his hot lap. Will he be able to? Maybe a bit of a collision here by the looks of it. Yep, we do. I think Tommy Ladd has just had a bit of a problem there. A bit of a check in a minute. Yep, as you can see here, he's gone a little bit wide there, and that's caused him to crash out by the looks of it. Very unlucky for Tommy. That will put him out of Q1 straight away. Very unlucky indeed. That's our first crash out of the day. Surprisingly not near Castle as well. Castle's the most difficult part of it. Nambean Boy having to do it all on his own now for the rest of qualifying. As his teammates crashed out. Can he do something, the reserve driver? Looks like Prune is being given a bit of a tow off Nambean. A bit incidentally. Nothing much happening though so far, so we'll go over the top 10 so far. Cass and Arnold in P1, followed by eye settings, both doing 139.4 and 139.5. Oh, Nambean Boy got a little bit, I guess a bit of an invalidation there for Nambean. Yeah, that was on his in-lap probably. Nambean Boy and Neem McGurk 3rd and 4th, but with Neem McGurk with a 139.7 and Nambean Boy with a 140 almost on the dot. Followed by KR12 with a 140.5. Then TX Extraction quite close behind with a 140.8 and Ross Wales even closer behind with a 140.9. Cass with a 140.9, almost exactly the same as Ross Wales. You don't normally see that, folks. That's a good screenshotting opportunity, I guess, maybe, to see. And then I, the best, don't mess, in with a 141.1, and Hypnotic followed by Art with a 141.2, quite close by. Seated Prune here on the mediums. I'm going to guess he's planning not to use those, so he's going to try and get those softs kept well. I'm going to guess maybe a 1 or 2 stop strategy here with a hard in the middle of it or something. Be good to see what their plan is here. But so far they are in Q2. Caswell running out of fuel, I guess. Very unlucky. Cerro coming out for his first hot lap, I guess. Starting it up. Will he be able to do anything here? Can we do anything to dislodge anybody in the top 15. And Infinite's retired from the session. You can see there at Castle, like I said, bit of a crash there, very unlucky for them. A very tough... Ross Wales retiring. Now, is that... Is that in the pits, though, and he's just happy with his time, maybe? I do not know. So I've got a bit of a spin at the top here. Yeah, bit of a problem there. Don't know what it is. We'll see when he goes around here. Sarah's is probably blowing off a beat, something like that. Yeah, it's a bit of a trying to get out of the way of people, I guess. Just on it with a yellow flag. Weird. On his outlap, I guess. No problems, but so far, 2 drivers out, 1 retired, 2 crashing out, obviously. Seated Prune improving those lap times there, going 7th on the grid. That bit of less fuel helped him out, I guess. Some very nice times coming out here now. So far, just Tonna and Bucko getting in because of the crashes of Tommy Ladd and Infinite, I believe. Go alongside with Acerb here, trying to improve his time. Got a bit wide there, though. And KR12 retiring. Is that maybe a crash out? I don't see anybody. I think that might just be again in the pits. Oh, bit of a crash there from Nambian Boy. Very unlucky. Puts himself too hard into the corner. Over acceleration on the throttle. Oh, Cassius had to do the same there, but saves it. Very tough corner, I guess, that first corner there. Had to keep an eye out for it. That's quite a few crashes out then so far. That's 3 crash outs and 2 retires. Things are starting to heat up here. They might run out of people even to get into Q2 here by the looks of me. Bucko, no yellow flag, no reason why though. Acerb on that hot lap, going to have to try and pass one of the Aston Martins here by the looks of it. Either that or give him a bit of a tow, I guess. Let's see if he can do anything here. Try and beat his old time. Get into the top 10. Very nice around that corner there. Bit of a crash there from Bucco as well. In what looks to be... Oh, Just Honor coming behind him as well. Very unlucky for Just Honor to try and pass that going to Castle. And it looks like Acerb has also gone to 6th place. Very nice there for him. Unlucky for Bucco, who's going to be costing the Red Bull quite a lot of money on those front wings, it seems. Bucco got a bit wide there, he's missing his braking point, but unlucky for him. That front wing is causing some problems, as you can tell. As he jumped into the pits. Almost at the end of Q1. Quite a bit of a change up there for the top 15. Cerro on his hot lap as we are speaking now, by the way. What can he get here? A 140, putting him in to Q2 for definite. Very impressive off Cerro there, and that is qualifying complete. Looks like Acerb's going to just jump into the pits there at the end. So we have in the top 15. I don't know how this would work. Actually, I'll give it a minute to sort it all out. Cerro coming in. Final man on the track. For that Ferrari, he's going to be doing well. Two Ferraris both into Q2 for a definite. So now we're all waiting on this one man here. It gives a bit of a show here, by the looks of me. Some very impressive times off some people, by the way. A lot of people on the 139s, quite good to see. Let's see if they can improve those in qualifying too, though. Hopefully getting 138s maybe. I was going to say 136, then I sort of overestimated that one then, just a tad. So will he pit or will he go drive across? I probably hope he just drives across, it makes my life a lot easier. But he looks to be pitting. Very unlucky. So then, let's go on to the race director and let's have a look at people. There were some DNFs there. So it looks like the top 10 is... Well, I should know top 13 so far because I don't know how. Don't know if Nambi and Boy and Infinite will get in. They crashed out, so I don't think they should. But you never know with F1 these days. It gets a little bit bit of a pickle. So we have leading the grid so far in Q1. Carson Arnold in first with a 139.4. Then we have eye settings following close behind with a 139.5. Very, very close to eye settings. Drowsy with a 139.56. Sorry, yeah, 139.9, sorry. 300ths off them. Then Nemec Gert coming in with a 139.7. Cass coming in with a 140, along with Acerb and City Prune behind him. City Prune on the mediums, though. Then we have Cero in 8th, KIR12 in 9th, I the Best Don't Mess in 10th, Kraken in 11th, Ross Wales in 12th. I didn't catch 13th, do apologise. Think it was... Oh, actually no, it was... We'll have to wait until Q2 shows us other drivers. Only 13, I think 13 or 14 got in though, due to the crashes out. Which is very unlucky for them. But luckier for the people who survived. Casnal going straight out again. Just like in Q1. He's going to be pursued though by, I think it's KR12, yep, KR12, his teammate Nemec Gurk, the Ferrari of Drowsy, and also Ross Wales so far. And then McLaren joins the show. Acerp, taking his time out, I guess, maybe. I don't know what he's doing there. Little weird. But oh well. Bit more of a majority of people going on the softs here. Probably planning a soft, hard, or soft, hard, soft, maybe. Look at something like that, maybe. We don't know yet, but that's what I would predict would go for here anyway. So Carson Arnold now starting his hot lap. Can he follow form of Q1 and show us it in Q2? He's going to be pursued though by KR12 and his teammate Nemec Gurk. Very close behind the Ferrari and the Ferrari of Drowsy and Cat and the Aston Martin of Cass. Bit dangerous if I say so myself. Having people close to you, you want to get out of that. You want to get your own good air. But then again, they can have a bit of a toe off him if they're further enough back. A few more people starting their hot laps, by the way. Acerp and Acerp, Ross Wales, both coming on their hot laps. Will they be able to do anything in the Q2 here and get themselves into Q1? Let's have a look at Ross here. Nice and tight through Castle. Bit wide there, but overall looking quite good. Now about to finish his hot lap here. What will he be coming in with? A 139.1. Very close to those 138s now by the looks of it. So he's starting to push himself a tad bit there. Quite impressive. A few more times coming in here. Nemec Gurk close behind his teammate. Very close actually. 300ths off I think it is. Sorry, 400ths off. My math is not very good. Then followed by Ross Wales with a 140. KR12 with a 141 on those mediums. First person to go on those mediums and set a time. Obviously having a bit of a power problem. Not power problem, but not going to get as much power on those softs as you are those mediums, but those mediums will be able to stand up to wear and tear a lot more than those softs around this track. Tyre wear is going to be a very big thing for this track. It's just a wonder of who can handle it the best. I think it will be a bit of a boost here for... Oh. Never mind. Will be a bit of a boost for somebody here who can do the best round this track and handle tyre wear. If you can do both those things, you are probably guaranteed a podium here. It looks to be Ross Wales who's crashed out there. Yeah, went a bit wide in that corner, obviously, and spun out. Very unlucky for him there. Got another problem there. Unlucky for Ross Wales there. That'll take himself straight away out. Finish starting 13th on the grid. So a few more people coming in with their lap times there. Cass coming with a 139 to push, and also Iceland coming in with a 140 to push Drowsy and KR12 down. The best don't mess. So far the slowest on the grid that's recorded their time. Bit unlucky for him. But should that be enough to see him through into Q2? I don't think so. But only 3 places will be lost today, and one of those has already been taken up by Ross Wales. City Prune coming in there with a 139 on those softs. Sorry about that. Almost halfway into Q2, and so far we have a sort of top 10 with Ross Wales out, of course, but. So in first we have Carsten Arnold again, followed by the teammate of both Haas twins, Carsten Arnold and Niemet Gerk, setting 139.17 and 139.21, very close to one another. We'll be seeing a Haas 1-2 here maybe. I think maybe today could be their day. Obviously Carsten Arnold having a bit of a problem last week with front wings and having a bit of hold up from people lapping him. Very unlucky. Then followed by the two Aston Martin twins of Cass and City Prune. Could they be fighting for the third podium spot? Maybe. I don't think so, though. I think Eye Settings or Drowsy will be taking the third podium spot today, maybe. That's just my prediction. So far from what we've seen. Hypnotic then in 7th with a 140.9, the only person on those mediums. KR12 coming in with a 141.7 and his teammate coming along with a 143.2. Very unlucky though. But so far, we see another person coming in with a lap time of ASAP of 142.4. Not the best, but still quite a nice time. And Kraken coming on his hot lap here, the only person who's not recorded a time yet. Will he be able to break into that top 10 and dislodge KR12 from first place? I think we have a bit of a problem there with another McLaren by the looks of it. No idea. Maybe a bit of a pass or something like that, I don't know. No clue on that one there. Involved KR12 though. No clue. KR12 on a fresh pair of softs, yep. Going out on a hot lap to try and improve his lap time. The best don't mess. Coming to the end of his hot lap. Not looking the best of times, but still could be a decent one. Maybe a 142. No, 140. Crikey. Puts him just into the top 10, 8th place, above Acerb. Knocking Hypnotic out, who's also on his hot lap. It stands right now. Not much change right now, apart from Drowsy. As I said, the man who I think would come third, pushing himself up into third in Q2, ironically. Still no one able to beat those Haas twins who've only set a lap each. Very impressive from Nemec Girk and Carson Arnold. So Hypnotic, sorry, KR12 and Kraken. Sorry, yep, nothing to than Acerb coming on to their lap times. Acerb going into the pits, I guess. Hypnotic coming on to start his hot lap. Can we see something impressive come off of those tyres? 26 Kraken almost near the end of his hot lap. Same for the teammate of the best don't mess. Looks to be going on his in lap. So, Kraken unable to dislodge Ross Wales there, but it looks like who's still 10th, so I'm going to guess it'll be 9 people in Q3 as it stands so far, but he's got another chance here to try and dislodge him. But with low battery, he's going to struggle maybe. Don't know yet. But everybody who has another chance to... Ugh, words are hard. Very impressive off Either Best Don't Mess, who takes himself into... Sorry, KR12, who takes himself into Q3 there, going 8th. But Hypnotic and Kraken might have something to say about it. And oh, Kraken crashing out there. Very unlucky for him. Very unlucky indeed. So, people going out so far are Ross Wales, Either Best Don't Mess. Weird. Acerp and TXH Kraken. God, words are tough to get out today, I guess. It jumps out my mouth again. Doesn't work again. So, both McLarens going 13th and 12th going out. Either Best Don't Mess being kicked out as well, and Ross Wales being kicked out. Very sad, but again, Carson Arnold going first, this time followed up by his teammate there, who's only 400ths off of him. Drivers are coming in with the game with a close time of also 400ths off, pretty much. Some very close times here. Could we be seeing a bit of a heat up here on the race? Can we see anything good come out of this? It looks like both of the Hasses going out together, followed by KR12, who's hot on their tail. Kasnald and Nemec Gurk looking to control Q3 as well with some very impressive times. Kasnald might be giving a bit of a... To stay this close, Kasnald will be giving Nemec Gurk a bit of a tow. Accidental tow, of course. So far, they have the track to themselves. Nemec Gurk, Carson Arnold, and KR12. KR12 starting to back off a little bit, get that fresh air. Cannot fault him whatsoever for that. So, hot laps are now being started off. Carson Arnold, Nemec Gurk. Oh no, Nemec Gurk going straight away into the pit lane. Maybe a bit of front wing damage repairs, I don't know, can't tell you. KR12 starting his hot lap as well, but following up some big traffic here. Looks we've seated Prune in the... Sorry, Cass in the way of KR12. Nothing too far away there to worry. But still quite nice. Sero having a bit of a problem there by the looks of it. Slowing down to let some people past, I guess. That's quite nice of him indeed. Yep. His teammates past him. He's going to go again. So Gaslan at the end of his hot lap. Setting a 1:38.799, the fastest on the grid so far, and of all the qualifying, that is the one to do it in. Very, very impressive. Oh, bit of a bump there from Cass on the side of that wall. Passes first place, very impressive. Okay then. Sertins looks to be the next person to set their lap time. Niemek back out, by the way. Can he follow his teammate on in the Haas and do some work? And Settings comes in with a 1:39.3, his fastest overall, dislodging KR12 from that second place spot. Also looks like we see Prune coming to end his hot lap. What will he be getting? Giving Niemek a bit of a drag down that first part, by the way. A 1:40, slowest on the grid so far, but still quite an impressive time. Putting him fourth on the grid. Niemek Gherkin validating that lap time, unlucky of him. Hypnotic about to pass him as well, coming around the outside. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, everyone, to hear that. One thing you want to hear, people. So Drowsy in second place now, knocking the Alfa Romeo down a further position. Drowsy looking very confident. Okay, as well go to the pits then. Has a bit of a takeover there from Hypnotic, who's let him pass weirdly. Quite weird to see. And we're back. Sorry for the apologies, I had to sort some things out at my own house. Niemet Gert looking to finish that hot lap here. Setting a 1:39 almost on the dot. Taking Drowsy down to third place and reuniting with his teammate. I tell you what, these Haas twins tonight could be the team to beat. Oh, Niemet Gert going off into Castle, ruining that Haas car. Very unlucky, but luckily to do it in Q3. It's always best to crash out in Q3 after you've set your lap time and nowhere else. He'll still have second place so far, but he will not be able to improve on that time whatsoever. It's going to be very unlucky for the people following up here now. They're going to have to drive nice and slow through Castle. I don't think there's going to be even a way out of it. Very unlucky for some people here. At Piz, just in time. That's unlucky though for the Haas. Is that going to be a foreseeable future of the Haas tonight? Very impressive time off Niemet Gert there. 3/10 away from anybody, but Drowsy is looking for blood. Now that Niemet Gert is out of the race, he can do anything with it. He can do as much as he wants to try and get this second place back. Can he shave off 3/10 on his race course? Or will he be stuck in third again? So that's the end of qualifying. Anybody not on track will be have to stick with their time. It looks only be to Castanala right now, who's happy with his time, and I think I would be happy with that as well. Setting a 1:38.799. Very impressive, to say the least. KR12 looking to move up the ranks. Take out Cerro from that 6th place position. He does not though, very unlucky for him. Next up to the plate is Drowsy. Can he take Niemet Gert's position? Will he be able to do it? Nope, he does not either. Okay, next person on the attempt to defeat Prudu does take Niemet Gert's position. Bit of a dark horse to bet on him now, I guess. Settings coming in to try and take Niemet Gert and Drowsy's positions, but does not. Cass up next. I'll tell you what, people, there's a lot of people. we're just slowing down there. I guess he didn't want to do a good time, I guess. I don't know there on that. He could have easily had a better time there than KR12. I guess not. And then the Williams last there to finish it up. I didn't get a look at his time. But very impressive off the Haas tonight of Carson Arnold. It looks like Mr. Saturday is coming, but can it be Mr. Sunday as well? Carson Arnold with a 138.8. See Prune coming very close behind him with a 138.85. Niemet Gerk crashing out, but setting a 1:39 time, very impressive. Drowsy coming with a 1:39.3. Isettings coming with a 1:39.3 as well, almost thousandths off. KR12, Cass and Hypnotic 7th, 8th, 9th, all setting 1:40 times, with maybe a couple hundredths in between it. Very, very tense. And now we are on to race day. Okay, rainy day. A lot of people, bit of a fun fact by the way, a lot of people didn't realise it would be rainy, I guess. Went onto those mediums where they could have had a faster time realistically on those softs. Bit unlucky, but oh well. In my opinion, I'd rather have a wet qualifying than a wet race. Especially on this track, you can recover time in the race. You can't recover once you've crashed out in qualifying. So, here we are on the open lap. Open lap? On the fucking warm-up lap. It's going to be tough to get one of those inters. Very difficult. But so far, we'll go over the grid. Now, top 5, we have Carson Arnold, Seated Prune, looking very bit of a dark horse there, by the way. Niemet Gerk, bit of an unlucky crash out. He could have maybe had second. Drowsy, a good racer to see. Oh, bit of a bump there. Could that be front wing damage? We've just caught off him. Don't know until we'll have to wait. So then followed by settings. Then going up to the top 10 is Cero, KR12, Cass, Hypnotic Booch, and Ross Wales. So it's going to be a wet all-day race. Very unlucky for anyone who's not good in the rain. So then it's followed by I the Best Don't Ness. Then followed by the two McLaren twins of Acerb and TXH McLaren. Nambian Boy coming in 14th after that bit of a crash out in qualifying. Infinite on the same page as him. Vinny Cusin not doing a very good time. Bit of a tough track for him, I guess. He's put himself in 16th after being a good time. Tommy Ladd, after having a bit of a crash, takes himself into 17th. Same as Just Tonner in 18th and Bucko in 19th. So will we see anything come out of today that will impress us? So with Niemet Gerk in 3rd and Carson Arnold in 1st, this could be a good race for the Haas if they can hold their nerve and not crash out or have any problems. But being in Baku, we all know what it's like, especially in real life, with the Hamilton brake problems and the Verstappen tyre problem and Lance Stroll. So, as I normally do, I'll make a bit of a prediction for top 3. I'll go as a top 5 actually, because why not? I like a good bit of fun. So I'm thinking Carson Arnold and Neil McGurk, both Hasses, looking for podiums. Maybe Drowsy in 3rd, I'm thinking. And then a close 4th and 5th for Defeated Prune. And I'll go with, I think, maybe KR12 for final 5th place. And they're off. Just Tonno with a bit of a dirty start there, causing him to have to take a drive-through penalty. So a bit of problems there, and a bit of a couple of bumps. Very gummed up. But a very good race to be. See, Prungan wide and knocking the side barrier. That's very unlucky for him. What is it with my predictions today that keep causing problems? And he's had a... Oh no, we've had a bit of a problem here. One of the Hasses, Neil McGurk, spinning out and losing that front wing. I am so sorry, Neil McGurk, for predicting you to go hard. I need to stop doing this, people. Carson Arnold still in 1st place though, but safety car has been released for that crash. Very unlucky for Neil McGurk, but hopefully he'll be able to recover some form here. Oh, problems there from Acerb and Just Tonner. You don't want to be seeing that. Bit of a crashing by both of them. Casnaldo was setting the fastest lap time. Quite easy to do nowadays, though. Very difficult to do here, but we are back to racing, I guess. Another crash here from eye settings, pushing it too hard in that corner. This is very unlucky, folks. We'll be able to see anything go off here. Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, and a bump. Eye settings going way too fast on the recovery and costs Nambian Boy his front wing. You don't like to see that. Neil McGurk jumping into the pits. Ross Wales is being... Sorry, Bucko is being forced to have a bit of a wait time there for having a collision, I guess. But you don't want to be seeing this. Oh, I've got another problem here as well for Seated Prune. Has to go over wide there a little bit. This has become a very tough race. Luckily, the virtual safety car has been released. So it's only a virtual safety car, not a full safety car yet. But can we see anything come out of this? Nambian Boy stuck in 10th. Very unlucky for him. I best don't mess. Oh, Nambian Boy hitting the side of Castle. Like I said, folks, this is going to be a very heated race. I-Settings coming in as well, try and follow up. I best don't mess. Also crashing out. You don't want to be seeing that. It's a very unlucky race for people like this. Neil McGurk spinning out. Very unlucky for him, but no damage. So that's the main thing. Carson Arnold still leading the line here for the Haas, going quite a bit far. And Bucco's crashed out now. Jesus, folks, it's not going well. Will we have 10 races left for the points, it seems? We don't know. Can we see anything come out of this, though? And we've had another pit here for Hypnotic. Looks to have lost his front wing, maybe. You don't want to be seeing another virtual safety car here. Will the safety car be released here? Oh, no. I don't know why the safety car hasn't been released yet. Very weird. Maybe it's out of fuel or got a puncture. We don't know. Hypnotic and Drowsy both taking on new front wings. And accusing just jumping into the pits. Along with his teammate Settins, which is going to be a bit awkward. Oh, that's very... Oh, just in time as well. And Hypnotic has been disqualified from session, blocking the pit lane. Very unlucky. That is a very bad thing to see. Vinny Cusin being held up as well from Hypnotic in last place. Oh, I tell you what, this is not going well for... This race is not going well now, folks. Nemec Gurk dropping down positions, I guess. Infinite just passing him. Oh my. So out of the 9 people we have, only... out of the 19 people we've had, only 13 people have survived so far. Very, very unlucky as the grid tries to reform itself. And we're back on racing terms now. Hypnotic. Not Hypnotic. Nemec Gurk chasing down the back of Infinite, but he's going to struggle here. Settins just spun out here. Is that front wind? No, luckily not front wind damage though. We've got another spin here, maybe. Off Vinny Cusin. No, not Vinny Cusin. Settins. Yep, just still Settins. Trying to pull a 9-point turn here by the looks of it. This is not going well for him right now. I would be very, very annoyed if this happened to me. You can really feel his pain here. Cero and Cass both pitting here. Looks like both for new front wings. Nemec Gurk still on the back of people. Cero still in that drive-through penalty, which is just served now, I think. Oh, bit of a... Nope, still have to serve it still. I guess he just went in for a... wing change. But Vinny Cusin is on the back of him and is hunting him down. This looks to be the closest bit of matchup here apart from Ross Wales and Cass. Ross Wales losing his front wings are holding up the 2 Aston Martins. Very unlucky for them. Ross Wales is going to try and I guess go for a pit here, but Cass is all over the back of him now. Oh, a bit of a hold up there, and that's a bit of front wing damage. Both Aston Martins. Bit of a tap there. Seated Prune making it through though, with little to no damage. Carson Arnold starting to take a bit of an impressive lead here, but like before, as we said in Monaco, he did an impressive lead, then messed up, and it cost him quite a lot. And Ross Wales has just crashed out into Castle along with Cass. Very unlucky for him. Don't actually know how he's crashed out there because it didn't look like having any sort of damage, but very unlucky nonetheless. Nemec Gurk still in 13th here, losing quite a bit of time. I think Nemec Gurk having a bit of trouble on this track, maybe. I guess doesn't like it whatsoever. But that's what we do when finally the safety car has been released. Now only down to 12. this race is not going well right now. 12 people surviving so far. Castanal going to really lose that big lead he's been pulling up there, thanks to this safety car. But hopefully it will help out some of the racers who are a bit further back, like Nemec Gurk and Settins and Infinite. It looks to even be Nemec Gurk. His teammate Carson Arnold is starting to catch up to him by the looks of it. Vinny Cusin, Cass and Cerro, both, so all three of them then pitting, maybe for new front wings, and oh! Cerro speeding out of that. You don't ever speed out of a pit lane, especially in rain. That's the one way to cause problems. Overbraked as well, so underbraked as well, and cost him a few positions. Very unlucky for him. Infinite now pitting for the new front wing. Same as Nemec Gurk. And Kraken being given a drive-through penalty. And Vinny Cusin being given a drive-through penalty. That could throw some spanners in the work, to say the least. Obviously the rain is starting to dry up here. Nemec Gurk going out on those mediums, having a bit of a chance there. Not a lot of people have gone with the mediums though. All of the top 5 have still picked those inters. Will that change though? So will Nemec Gurk be able to get a bit of a drop here on his teammate Carson Arnold, who's going to probably have to pit soon for those dry tyres. TH Kraken drives the penalty speed under pit lane again. Is that 2 of them now, or did he just have the 1? No, just the 1. So it looks like the last have been reunited 1 and 2, but just in the safety car. It's 1 and 12 right now. On the bright side, it's very difficult to crash out on the safety car. And as I say that, Carson Arnold has just crashed out on the safety car. How in the world has this man done it? Looks to be a bit of a crash there into Castle. That is not what you want to see here. But that does put Tommy Ladd, who started 16th and now is in 2nd. Very impressive, to say the least. Nemec Gurk having a bit of a problem here. As soon as everybody catches up to that safety car, he's going to have blue flags galore here. Hasnell still refusing to pit. I would have pitted there if I were him. Take a chance on those mediums. Nemec Gurks look to be surviving on them. Good thing is that Nemec Gurk will be just having low tyre wear right now, with nice cool tyres, nothing to worry about here. As it stands right now, Carson Arnold in 1st, followed by KR12, Tommy Ladd, who's just pitting there for the mediums. Drowsy. Oh no, now it's Drowsy, Tommy Ladd. Followed by Cass and both Aston Martins, and they've seated Prune. Vinny Cusin having a bit of a Ferrari sandwich there with Alfa Romeo bread. Of 7th, Vinny Cusin, 8th, Cerro, 9th, Settins, 10th, Infinite, and 12th. Sorry, 10th and 11th now, Nemec Gurk. Got a feel for Nemec Gurk having a bit of a bad start there, but he will have the tyre advantage on most people here. as they all come into the pits. But it will still... Oh, bit of an overbrake there from Infinite. He's going to take a bit of damage down on that front wing. That's not what you like to see, that. Will he have to pit because of it? You really got to be looking out for these safety cars. Might run out of fuel soon. Lovely colour though, the red from last year's colour. You do like to see it. So Carson Arnold pitting there, taking a new front wing as well by the looks of it, and giving the lead to Neil McGurk. Never mind, KR12. He's taking that lead up. You can't fault him. I don't know if that'll be a double lap now for Neil McGurk. I know it's going to be a bit of a tough one to get past him, because as soon as he passes him, he'll get blue flags. So what will he be doing here? But Carson Arnold pitting here. Now all the top 5 apart. Yep, all top 5 are now on those fresh dries. So let's have a look right now of what tyre everybody is on. So it just looks like Cerro, who is on those inters. I guess he still thinks they're okay, but I would not be going with them right now. So, safety car being in this lap, that's not good news for anyone who's really in 5th place, or, well, maybe 4th, maybe 6th place actually. Anyone from 6th is out of the position right now. Hopefully they can get back to the safety car in time. As you can see, Vinny Cusin's starting to really push on those hards to get back in time. But we are almost going racing. Here we go, folks. We are fully racing now. KR12 getting a big lead there. Got a feel for Neil McGurk here. He's going to be getting blue flags galore in a minute. Yep, there we go. There's the blue flag so far. That's going to really suck for him. You have got to feel for him. Sorry about that, we had a bit of a problem there. So Vinny Cusin overtakes Settins, who has just gone in. Oh, sorry. Yep, Settins is just... What's going on there? Weird. Vinny Cusin's pitting in there for the Inters by the looks of it then. Neil McGurk has been done for ignoring the blue flag. You'd want to be just getting out of their way for now. Even if you think you can catch first place, you want to just try and get rid of that blue flag ignorance. But KR12 has let him past here. Maybe as a bit of a kind gesture. We don't know. But he's lost blue flag. Neil McGurk has been set free there. Can he do anything here to try and go around the track fully? Or will there be problems? Nemec Gurk going fastest in Sector 2 so far. He's really pushing those hard set mediums. He does not want to be taken out anymore, but he's got blue flagged again. Will he be able to get away? No, he's still being blue flagged, and now KR12 is all over the back of him. Looks like he might have another 5-second penalty coming along here, which you don't want to see. He sets the fastest time, but then it's instantly beaten by Carson Arnold, who is all over the back of first place KR12. So it's a bit of a top 3 fight here for KR12, Carson Arnold and Drowsy. So I've got 3 so far right out of my top 5, but I still need Seated Prune. Oh no, it's there, never mind. So right now we have the right people just in the wrong positions. Is Nemec Gurk still getting blue flags? Or has he managed to drop them out? He has lost the blue flag so far. He just really needs to start pushing that car to try and catch up to Cerro, who is 50 seconds away. That is very unlucky. He's going to really have to start hoping for somebody either to crash out here or do something else. KR12 starting to catch up to him again, but he's dropped him out blue flags again. This race is very tense for Nemec Gurk. You would not want to be him right now. Nor would you want to be KR12, who is being chased down by Carson Arnold here. Carson Arnold starts to make a move here, but gives up straight away. It looks with DRS, I think, will be enabled this lap, I think, hopefully. The Alfa Romeos and the Aston Martins having a bit of a battle here for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Who will be coming which? Nemec Gurk still out in front here, setting the fastest lap of all so far. And now DRS has been enabled. KR12 been taking over. Lovely move from Carson Arnold. Now what will his plan here be? Will it be able to hold up the rest of the grid so that his teammate can move back up the positions, or will it be to just take him over straight away and try and keep the points for himself? Will it be a selfish move, or will it be a team move here? We don't know. Vinny Cusin coming the fastest time so far on those hards. Very impressive. Looks like him chasing down the back of Seated Prune there. One of the Alfa Romeos really pushing. Looks to be a bit of a gap here forming from 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Also 12th, weirdly. Oh, I think Nemec Gurk has just lost his front wing by the looks of it. I think he has as well. That's very unlucky for Nemec Gurk. It keeps piling on. This is not going well for him as he drops back even further. Carson Arnold now been set free and is really going to start pushing here. It was quite unselfish of him to let Nemec Gurk stay out in front and him not to really push him too much. But he's done all he could, and Nemec Gurk has exhausted the move. We also look at a bit of a collision here. Vinny Cusin hitting in one of the barriers in Castle. Has he lost any front wing from it? I don't. Look at a bit of front wing damage there, maybe. Vinny Cusin loses that position to Cass instantaneously, and then he loses the rest. Loses a bit of that front wing again. Vinny Cusin on that side wall, which lets him being taken over by his teammate here. Nemec Gurk pitting in for that new front wing. It's going to cost him even more time. You don't want to be seeing this right now if you're one of the Haas fans. Very unlucky indeed. But we have a bit of a tight moves here. Drowsy, oh, going off into the side. Over braking himself, maybe. Very unlucky for him. Has he lost any front wing? We'll check in a minute. Doesn't look like it. But KR12 still trying to chase down Carson Arnold here. Will he be able to do it? We don't know. Carson Arnold still pulling away, actually. Yep, pulling away, so KR12's going to really struggle here to try and get back to Carson Arnold, one of the fastest people on the grid right now. He's really moving himself up to his powerful position here for Haas. Niemiec on those hards now. He looks to be going for no more stop strategy. Try and gain some points up, some positions up as well from that way maybe. It looks to be Settins chasing down Niemiec as well to go for the lap. You got a feel for him there on the harder compound. Well, it'll be tough for him to do. But we're a bit of a fight here for 7th place here. Infinite taking over Cass. I had to drop back a little bit, I guess. Not able to the reason why here, but Cass is not accepting. Oh, bit of a brake check there by the looks of it from Infinite. It's a bit unlucky. Back in a second there, folks. Infinite is really struggling. I will leave you to watch this good battle. Shan't be too long. So Cass dropping back there for that new front wing, very unlucky. And the Drowsy crashing out, that looks to be a safety car causing in. This means it's going to be even tougher for Niemiec to make up any positions now. So Niemiec now into 10th position. There's sort of good sides to this and bad sides. He gets into the points, but he will be losing a lot more time for blue flags. So Niemet Gurk back up to his teammate there. Sorry about that, man. I saw some things out. I do apologise for the stream not being able to talk too much. Trying to sort some things out on stream. Bit of an audio issue. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue, but we do apologise if you are. So then, Carson Arnold leading the charge as usual. K12 behind him. Niemet Gurk again in a position where he shouldn't be. Obviously, quite a few people crashing out. There's now only 10 people left. So Niemet Gurk will be guaranteed position value, position points, but is it worth it? That's the question. With only 14 laps in, this is going to really be a tense race for these last few laps, or last 10 laps. So Niemet Gurk needs to make it all the way around before he can do anything really. Oh, system's in AI mode. Don't know if that's allowed in this one, but we'll the rule maker. So safety car all quite close together. I think next lap might be the lap that they bring the safety car in. So, should we have a look at the penalties while we're waiting here? No penalties whatsoever. Oh, this is a boring part of the race for me, I guess. Just watching these cars go around with no positional changes whatsoever is not the funnest thing to watch, folks. So the safety car will be having some miles on it tonight. It will be very difficult for him using all this fuel as a safety car driver. Hopefully he does get his bonus for this, for being out all these laps now. Remember, we only have 10 laps left. The safety car is coming in. We're only on lap 16. This has been a very long race. And we are racing all over again. Instantaneously, Niemet Gurk will be getting some flashing blue lights, I can guarantee you. As KR12 is already up his box. It's going to be very unlucky for him. You've got a feel for Nemec Gurk here, being lapped and lapped and lapped and lapped. Infinite now chasing down Nemec Gurk. Is he going to try and escape this blue flag, I guess, and risk another penalty? You don't want to be seeing this, but he has to do anything he can. Nemec Gurk still watching all this. Very tight there into Castle, especially with how close the grid is now. Cass chasing down Cerro, looking to make a move soon. And Infinite has now crashed out, very unlucky. That's going to be some pain. And Nemec Gurk has got a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flag. You don't want to be seeing this. That's another safety car full again. Hopefully I will be able to go to bed tonight. I think maybe at 1 o'clock in the morning as this race keeps going on with safety cars. So, while we have some time, I'll go over the grid. We have KR12 in first. Then we have Tommy Ladd in third. Seated Tommy Ladd in second, not third. Tell you, it's these safety cars, they're messing with my head. I've had enough of them to last me a lifetime. In fourth place, we have Isettins. In fifth, Vinny Cusin. Sixth, Cerro. 7th, Carson Arnold, who pitted for those softs. Hopefully, will he be able to reclaim first? Cass on fresh mediums, looking to do the exact same thing as Carson Arnold, but with a bit of a heavier compound. And finally, Nemec Gurk in 9th right now. Will there be some more crashes out, and Nemec Gurk might just shoot up to the rank? With the amount of crash outs that I'm predicting so far, I think he might have a chance at podium here, even being last. So far, we have 2 of the people out of the 5 that I predicted in the top 5. And having one of them be last place, the other one pitted for the late ones, and the other one crashing out, this doesn't look an amazing thing right now. Really got a feel for Nemec Gurk. Okay, safety car being in this lap. Hopefully I will stay awake for the rest of this lap. It's not gone well for me. Now Carson Arnold will be all over the back of Cerro straight away, I can guarantee you. On those old hards. Oh! Cerro driving a bit too fast. And Vinny Cusin having a bit of a brake check there, causing both of them to have a bit of a crash out here, and we are racing again. Cerro pushes forward here, and that's a crash out. Cass has instantly gone into the back of Vinny Cusin, and it's cost him a position. Oh, his whole crash out there. Ugh. Carson Arnold now going to be chasing up into 5th place. Can Settins defend? Settins obviously in between Settins and... Oh, a bit of a push here on Facilitated Prune, who is in 3rd. Flows around the corner. Nemec Gurk is still chasing on, trying to unlap himself for the first unlap. I think he's been twice lapped now, I don't know, to be honest. Cerro again, over-braking himself and going into those corners. This is not what you want to be doing right now. And Nemec Gurk has spun it into Castle. You've really got to feel for him here, folks. He's trying to get himself out here, and that's a loss of a front wing completely. Carson Arnold has been held up as well. This is very unlucky for the Haas right now. Can Carson Arnold take back any sort of position here? 6 laps to go. Carson Arnold is going to have to push, and that's the game. Nemec Gurk has retired now officially. It's finally over, I think. He could still be driving here and take an 8th place position, but I guess not. I think he's had enough for one day, I think. Carson Arnold flying though, as it stands right now. Will he be able to beat Settins out of the pits? Yes, very easily. Now 15 seconds away from 3rd. 3rd is pushing for 2nd. 2nd is miles away from 1st. This looks to be the closest part on the grid right now, but Carson Arnold is flying on this track right now. He's a man in anger who does not want to lose. And with the problems that his teammates gave him accidentally, obviously not blaming Nemec Gurk here, he's driving like a madman. He's already shaved 3 seconds off in just half a lap. Sorry, in just 1 sector actually. Can he do anything here? This looks like the man to be watching right now as he speeds through this track very impressively. We could be looking at the fastest lap here. Very impressive there for Tommy Ladd, who's overall not made any mistakes, not any problems. And DRS has now been enabled. Carson Arnold shaving off 5 or 6 seconds here almost. Very impressive. And sets the fastest line with a 1:41.4. Very impressive indeed. He's chasing down Tommy Ladd and the rest of the front with a burning passion. Vinny Cusin also going very fast on the grid. Sat in 6th place right now, setting a 1:40. Castellano flying through Sector 2 here. Tommy Ladd starting to drop back from the rest of the front two. It looks here to be a win for KR12. As long as he makes no mistakes here, he's about maybe 15 seconds away from Carson Arnold, which is going to be very, very difficult to take down in just three simple laps. But if you give him the chance, he might take it. Oh, Vinny Cusin crashing out here. Very unlucky. If this causes a safety car, that will be very, very good for Carson Arnold here and in the Haas. But it doesn't look to be coming out here. You've got to feel for Carson Arnold here. If he didn't have that big gap that caused for his teammate, he would really be pushing for top pole here, maybe. But he is still chasing Tommy Ladd. He is cutting down time here. With just 6 left, what will happen here? Setting's got a 3-second penalty. Corner cutting, I'm going to guess. Carson Arnold chasing. Almost 3 seconds down now. He wants the podium. Will he be able to grab it here? He's really pushing here. Tommy Ladd trying to hold on with those old softs. Same as KR12 and Faceta Prune. They're both starting to slow down on their lap times. Carson Arnold almost 2.5 seconds away from Tommy Ladd. This looks to be his position now. He's got sight of him now. It's now almost 2 seconds. These last few laps are going to heat up here. It's going to be a close race now. Tommy Ladd losing even further seconds. Carson Arnold shaving 10th after 10th off. He does not want to lose. Bit of a too tight corner there. Carson Arnold's member got to keep himself steady here when pushing. You don't want to end up into the wall on this track. But now almost a second apart, he will be getting DRS on that straight there, most likely. Carson Arnold's almost got DRS. He's got DRS enabled now. He's pushing on the ARS. Tommy Ladd is a sitting duck here and he takes 3rd place. I don't think he'll be able to take any more positions, but guaranteeing a podium for Haas is enough right now. Tommy Ladd is not going down without a fight though, but even trying to catch him with DRS is a struggle right now. Carson Arnold's now starting to really pull away from Tommy Ladd, but still losing time to Faceta Prune. You've got a feel for him here. KR12 almost guaranteeing the fact he has got pole tonight. Final lap now. KR12 has almost guaranteed the fact he's won. Zero miles out here. There's no real close area on the grid with only 6 races left. You can't really expect much of a close race. They've got a lot of chance to move around. Serro being lapped by Carson Arnold there. Tommy Ladd doing the same. Settings also chasing down Serro. But in comes K12 on the final bit of the lap, using off every bit of ERS he's got. Bit of a celebration wiggle there, and that's the win for KR12. Followed by Faceti Prune in second. Quite a large gap for third place. Who just passes the line there. Tommy Ladd coming in fourth here. And that is the race. We're going to try and get Tommy Ladd driver of the day. Very impressive of him. You've really got to be feeling for him, pushing himself into fourth place. So let's now try and get a bit of an interview. Okie dokie. Welcome, K12. Welcome to the stream. Are you here, buddy? Oh, bit of a lag, I guess. Hey, mate. Do you mind enabling your audio to the party? Lovely jubbly. I'll just see if it's working. If not, I'll just have to repeat what you say, and we'll go off that way. Very impressed with your race tonight, mate. I'm just looking at the stream now to see if it's working. And then just pick up your audio. No, it's not working. But what I'll do, I'll just say what you say as you say it, if you want, if that's all right. So, how do you feel on the race tonight? Then, obviously, starting 7th, finishing 1st. Feeling good, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely a bit of a shock. It was quite sad to see a lot of drivers go out. Yeah, you got a feel from McGurk, yeah. True. Bit of nerves then near the end of the race. Yeah. What was your thoughts on what's his name? I can't remember. Tommy Ladd starting 17th and now finishing 4th. So you thought you'd lose a position to Tommy Ladd? Yeah. So once you pulled away, you start to feel really confident in your pole position, or? He actually got Carson actually got held up, by the way, by Niemet Gurk on Castle. When Niemet Gurk crashed, it caused Carson who was behind him, to brake, and he had to watch Niemet Gurk try and pull himself out of the pits, out the wall, and that gave you just like maybe 15 seconds ahead of him. Yeah. Yeah, it was very unlucky for Castellano, but he had a very good storm lap to push himself back into podium, sorry. You were watching him, yeah. I ask you repeating what you say because it's just for the stream and everything, so you can not interrupt you or anything, just so you don't know. Yeah, he was knocking quite a few seconds. Yeah, it was very, as I was saying, he was pushing quite very hard. Who do you think improved the most from last race, as we saw in Monaco? In Monaco, yeah. Who do you think improved the most? Yeah, very. Yeah, so you think you've improved very well? Do you have any big problems in the race? Do you think? Do you have any worries? Any moment where you thought that the chance of pole was off your hands straight away? You never thought it, not ever. Just steady in the rain, yeah. Well, your strategy seemed to work very well of just keeping your car steady in the rain and moving on. Do you think you pitted at the right time? Because Niemet Gurt pitted a lap earlier than everybody else for those dries. Do you think his strategy was better than yours? Do you think your strategy was better than his? What was the reason behind it? Yeah, so you're sort of doubting yourself if you've done it right or not. So you were thinking about going to the softs, but you chose not to do it then. Yeah. So you notice the medium start to drop off, but you still were able to keep the ship steady, so to say. So how do you feel about going into next week's race, by the way, in Canada? Do you feel confident? Is it one of your good tracks? You do like Canada. It is a very nice track with a good bit of DRS. Who do you think will really start to show themselves on Canada? You just look on yourself. That's alright. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, you have to focus on yourself, obviously. You're the main one, aren't you, really? You're driving yourself, aren't you? You don't want to be looking at somebody else and then notice your car's gone into the wall. Just trying to keep a clean race. What do you think of tomorrow's race? Do you think it'll be the same sort of style? Obviously in Division 2, bit of a lower league, but... It was a very good race, yes, for Monaco. Who do you think will, not to put anybody out there or anything, you know, who do you think will do well tomorrow, you know, just out of curiosity? That's the McLaren. McLaren slowest Kingers. A very good. No, it's not. No, no, actually, he's in your division. So is Kingers, I think. Ah, yes, he did. Yes. Uh, yeah, slowest Kingers in on a. Mhm. Anybody, yeah, it could be anybody. Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, as long as you try and keep yourself steady. Where do you think will be the biggest problem area? Out of curiosity, as racing the track yourself, where do you think the worst place will be for, or where do you think the big turning point will be for anybody? Hmm. Castle section. Turn one, lap one. Yeah, that's a very, very problematic area as well. Also, noticing you took a stupendous less amount of tyres than anybody else. Like you look at people like Vinny Cusin, they used almost what 7 pairs of tyres, and obviously that was obviously for front wing changes. How did you keep yourself steady? So to speak? How did you keep yourself, focused well and not really damage any sort of thing? Focus on the race. Hmm. Keep yourself steady. And not to put you out, not to step on any toes or anything, but where do you think you're going to be aiming for the rest of the season? Looking at these races so far and your finishes, where would you hoping, like looking at your performances, where would you be hoping to finish in the constructors, and where were you thinking to finish in the overall driver standings? What would you hope? What are you looking at, like in realism terms? Mm. So you're trying to aim for the top 5? Mm. Mm. Yeah. So just talking to yourself about like trying to get podiums on your good tracks and going for top 5s on your bad tracks then. Mm. Mm. Yep. Okay, dokes. And thank you for your time and everything. Congratulations on the race, and we hope to see you next week. Okay, dokes. Then thank you very much. Okay then, and now for the end of the race. Overall, a very, very surprising race with a lot of people going in and out, but it's always good to see the underdog getting a chance. Looking at next week's race, we do have Canada. Canada's going to be a very good track, and we hope to see you all there next week. I've been R8